Gonna get this fire going. What are we having for supper?
We're eating venison and fajitas.
All right.
So I'm gonna chop these veggies.
Frosting. And saw a barrel. I'll show you some of the video here. So the blind is gonna go right here. Welcome to Time by the Tent. Another weekend here up at the land. Just got up here. Got the car there. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Very weather conditions, 75, 78 for a high today. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of humidity, but I haven't done anything yet to start sweating, so that'll make a difference.
You can tell there's a difference because you don't just get out of the car and sweat.
Doesn't hit you in the face.
It doesn't hit you in the face.
Yeah. So a number of projects. The list continues to grow. Trying to get everything done before bow camp or archery season begins. See what we can get done. Not going to tell you what I want to get done because that never works out and you never see half the things I say that we're going to do together. And so going to get the fire going, going to eat first, and then I've got to do some trail camera managing in the woods. Several of them have stopped, and I got to replace batteries and charge some, and then back and forth today and tomorrow. So we'll get the fire going, and then we'll see what we can get accomplished. What do you think it's called? Kibasas or something? Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess the pasta salad.
Oh, we got pasta salad too. What do you think?
What?
Nice little breeze, just a touch on the warm side.
It's nice out.
We had this table under the tree there where we always keep it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but yeah. See that grist? That's ash from the Canadian wildfires. It's on everything up here. Yeah, it's just on everything that we've got. It's got to cover a little bit of ash. But yeah, nice day. Gonna eat, and then I'm gonna get stuff done. You're gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
And then we'll work on some other, possibly get some wood hauled up, or I will at least get some wood hauled up. Want to fill that covey there with hardwood from the elm that I cut down a couple of weeks ago, or chunks. And then I do have some old elm there I'm going to move over, and then try to top this off this weekend. And then next weekend I will fill the wood hut with split wood, or I'll take this wood and split till I fill that up. Make kindling, get all the wood stuff done, because winter will come and it'll be a month before I'm ready, so I want to get ready way earlier. All right, I'm off to do some battery switching on these trail cameras. Got to pull some off, or put one battery in, take two batteries out, charge them, and then when they're charged tomorrow, take them back in and switch them around, because I thought I had more external batteries than what I do, but we'll make it work. There's my camera. Got the car here. I've got these moving blankets that I was given. So that's going to be the base. And just going to load it up with the wood, firewood, that I have here that I stacked. This was 4 months ago, because I knew that is what it would look like. That's above chest high in most areas. There is, and it's grew tremendously in this last couple of weeks here. We do have raspberries. We've got a really big blackberry patch that's right around Labor Day. You look in here, there's good little, they're tiny, but so, but you can see, there's no way you could find firewood in this kind of mess. I do have a log over there that I'm going to use for a DVD VHS tower. But all of this, I'll just start stacking in the car or in the SUV till it's full and take it up there and see what we can do. Took a little bit of chunk out of that pile. Got all that. I'll bring the hand chainsaw down and cut these in chunks, figure out what's good for stove, what's good for campfire. This is all campfire wood over here. SUV's full. So we'll get up there. I could fill it more, but I'm not going to get all that in that little spot. I think there's a solid full load again, and plus probably a little bit, which is fine. Never can have too much firewood at camp, at cabin, on your homestead. I'll see it up at the top. Before I go, if you're new and you're like, well, what's the big deal? We had this driveway cut in about 6 weeks ago. Prior to that, it was just a path in which, when we bought the property, I cut a 3-foot wide path and up the hill we went. And prior to this type of operation with vehicle, I have a gorilla cart, and it would be filled to the, I've got rails on it, and we'd fill it and drag it up the hill. I drag it up the hill, and you'd only get 15 pieces of wood or whatever in it, and it was extremely heavy, and you're going up a grade and all that. So that's why this is so much better on my back. I'm very thankful, grateful that we did have the driveway put in, got a really great deal on it, and the company did an exactly perfect job on the way I would have done it if I was operating the machine. So, all right, now we'll head up and unload this. All right. So I'm just going to start here and just fill it in. I did take some of the elm and hardwood, put over there, which I've got a big pile that I cut, like we talked about, that'll fill that cavity and some. So we'll just start working and unloading. All right, first load is done. That looks good. Go down and get another load. That should fill in that. Then I'll start adding a layer across the top. See how far we get with what we have down there. And the wood hut is strictly, that's going to be pine and box elder, and then some of this is, or not box elder, big tooth aspen. A lot of this is pine, some of it is big tooth aspen. That's elm there. So I will take a few pieces of elm and cut and throw in there, but that's predominantly just to get the fire going, get a good bed of coals, and then bring in the non-split logs. Split logs catch fire multiple times easier and faster than a big log does, but I am not wanting to split every one of these logs and then restack them. Now, if I had a log splitter, that would be different, but this is what we're working with, and this is how it has been functional for us for the last 2 late fall and early winters. Load number 2. That's all but 2 pieces of 2 small logs for the wood stove. There's some trash wood in here that's good for the campfire, but one more load should get everything, and that load will be 98% campfire wood. But since I'm in the process here, go ahead and take care of that too. Load 2 unloaded, and we have a wall of wood. I'm gonna go down and get another load. Most of that will be campfire wood, be punky stuff or tiny stuff, and I'll just stack that here and probably over there. And then I still got the hardwood, the elm to get, but That's the most wood we've ever had in storage up here, in addition to what's in the woods hut back there. So that.
Okay, so Joey's bringing wood up from by the bog.
Good hard elm.
It's good hard elm wood. And yeah, he's stacking it up. I'm just down here for moral support. Yeah, so that's what he's doing. Looks good.
All right, back up here. That's a good chunk of wood. That's going to clearly fill that up, and then I'll stack it in front as well. That'll warm the tent on some really cold nights. And I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for you. Because you're going to be up here hunting. You're going to be wanting warm tents.
Yeah, warm tents.
If you're not up here, I just kind of keep it chilled and just stay on the sleeping bag. But yeah. All right. We'll see what it looks like when I get it all stacked up. As I predicted, I need to stack some on the ground. So that's all hardwood there. That's all, I guess, softwood, or what we have available. And then I've got one more trip I'm going to make to get wood for campfire pile. And then the wood hauling is done for the year, or at least until we need more campfire wood. Last load for a while. So I'll get that moved over where we talked about. So that'll burn quite a few campfires, or keep them going for some time. That's for when we're up here for about 3 days. Big stump root. That'll be regular burn. These moving blankets worked out really well. Contained all the product in the blankets. Didn't get the car dirty by there's just a little bit here and there in the car. We were going to use an old carpet, but that wasn't going to work very good because it does not conform very well to the sides of the car, and a tarp probably would have got punctured. So I'm going to get this fire going. What are we having for supper?
We're eating venison and fajitas.
All right.
So I'm going to chop these veggies while you get the fire going.
All right.
There's Joey taking a shower in the shower area.
And there we have it. The venison taco top, what is it, the meat, and then fajitas, yeah, sauteed onions and peppers. But does the meat go on the, well, we're using burritos or tortillas. You could do this in a taco or no?
Yeah.
Hard shell?
Yeah. But it's like a fajita.
Yeah. So smells really good. And we'll show you whenever we get it.
We need tongs or servers.
We need a server? Okay. We're going to add cheese and cilantro and avocado. Guacamole. So that'll be all from us for tonight. We will see you in the morning. Still trying to figure out the plan on what jobs need to be accomplished, what's priority, what can wait. So we'll let you know when breakfast comes. What do you think?
It's delicious.
I can't taste any hint of venison whatsoever. Maybe people who know what beef, the texture, maybe a texture, but other than that, there's no hint of any gamey whatsoever.
No.
But there wasn't much to start with.
No.
So.
All right, so we're having eggs, potatoes, and bacon for breakfast, just over the campfire here. The fire was very hot when the bacon was cooking, and it was like a hibachi almost. So that's what's going on.
Really haven't done a whole lot of exciting video capturing activities. Switched to trail camera in the woods. Going to do some weed eating. Just doing some odds and ends here and there. I did want to show you, if you followed the program or the video last time or a couple of weeks ago, I did talk about these deer buttons. And I did get all of them that I wanted made. On the top row, if you're unfamiliar, the deer harvest, they're called harvest buttons. And in the state of Illinois years ago, and I believe it still is something that you can acquire, you used to take a deer into a check station. They would check it for age, and different questions were asked to the hunter. And then you would get a reward. You get a little button. I had some of them, but like 98 I didn't have. So I took and printed off the image online, and then I've got these little pressed together buttons that have a little 2-piece, and it's got a little that you'd put on a lapel that you can wear. But I'm creating harvest buttons. In Illinois, you could still get them even after the call in your harvest started. Here in Wisconsin, we don't have anything like that except for your first animal harvest. You get a certificate from the DNR if you submit the right paperwork and all that. So I am creating my own buttons. Bow harvest in 2023, gun harvest in 2023, 2 in 2024, and I've got some already for 2025. But in Illinois, a bow was always green, and then each year a different color was for the firearms. So I'm creating my own because Wisconsin doesn't offer anything like that. So just a little additional token to keep track of the harvest of animals in which I have taken. For lunch, we're having Spam and pineapple. They go good together. Then I want to go out in the woods. I got to hang a battery, or put a new battery in the trail camera that I charged up that I got this morning. If I have time, do a little more weed eating out in the woods for one of the trails. So that's kind of the plan right now. At least you're going to get the battery in the camera. Got part of the trail cut. This is the old logging road. Got the battery and the camera. Let's see if it works. Really bad cell service today because of the apparently humidity. Pulled some of the data. I know where the deer are crossing and saw a bear. I'll show you some of the video here. So the blind is going to go right here. The pop-up blind. And then that would, where they're crossing, I'll clean a little bit more of this out. But from my understanding, from very reputable people in the industry, it's not going to spook them if you put it out a week or so before you use it. So when you put it up that day and then go out and hunt it, that can be that. That's per Michael Waddell, a bone collector, and he's a reputable, trustworthy individual who's had a lot of success in a lot of different disciplines of hunting. So I'm going to go up and cut another trail a little bit and then head back to camp. I won't show you that, but just documenting it. Well, that will do it. Another weekend here up at the land. Thank you so much for being part of it. If you made it this far, let's put wood in the comments below. Let me know you made it this far. Really did not get as much done as I had planned or thought I could accomplish. The wood, hauling that wood up was the big project for the summer. So that got done. Got some trails cut to deer stands. Didn't get all of that done. Did get the cameras working, so that was good. Number of other things that at some point will get accomplished. Magazine rack, a horseshoe game area, play area. So a lot of things in the works, but little by little. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you then.